Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Ami Ramos Ubi. I'm 30 years old. I finished marriage. I have two daughters.
Ages of?
My youngest daughter, 9 years old, and the second daughter, 5 years old.
Your youngest daughter is 5 years old, and the eldest is?
9 years old.
Okay. And how many brothers or sisters do you have?
I have 4 sisters. My eldest sister, 40 years old. The second, 38 years old. Third, 36 years old, and 34 years old.
Okay, so you are the youngest,
I'm the
right?
youngest daughter.
Okay. And did you finish your high school?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how about in college? Did you take up any course?
Yes, ma'am. And college level,
Of what course?
secretarial course.
Secretarial course for how many years?
1 year, ma'am.
1 year, so you are undergraduate.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any experience working abroad before?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
United Emirates.
UAE.
Yes, ma'am.
Where in what part of UAE?
Dubai.
Dubai.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so what is the nationality of your employer?
Arabian.
Arabian. Do they have children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what ages?
6 years old and 2 years old.
Okay, and so you know how to take care of the children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how? Can you tell me how? What can you do for them?
I assist to go in school.
Okay.
And then,
Can you help them with their assignments?
yes, ma'am.
Can you play with them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you the one preparing their food?
Yes, ma'am.
So you know how to cook, but not Arabic food, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
How about Chinese food? Do you know
Yes.
some Chinese food?
Yes, ma'am.
Like what?
Like chop suey, fried rice, fried vegetable, and fried fish also.
Okay. How about the steamed rice? You know how to
Yes,
cook?
ma'am.
Okay. And for how many years was your contract?
3 years, ma'am.
3 years. Did you finish your contract?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you work in Hong Kong, are you willing also to finish your contract?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what if they will ask you for an extension for, let's say, for another 1 year? Are you willing?
Yes, ma'am.
Extend.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you also willing to accept days off set by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Even not on Saturday or Sunday?
Yes, ma'am.
No problem.
Yes, ma'am. No
Okay.
problem, ma'am.
Okay, so when you work in Saudi Arabia, you most probably you learn how to operate machines.
Yes, ma'am.
Like what?
Like microwave, electrical grills, vacuums, washing machine.
Okay, so you know all of them.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you do marketing also?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're good in choosing the right vegetables, the meat.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and in taking care of the children, well, maybe you also know how to sing a nursery rhyme.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you give me an example?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the skies you are, like a diamond in the sky.
Okay, so next time you learn more of the nursery rhyme, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe you forgot already. Okay, and how about in the Philippines? Do you have any experience working in the Philippines before?
Yes, ma'am.
Where in the Philippines?
Aparig, Cagayan, ma'am.
Okay, and of what nationality?
Filipino, ma'am.
So what are your duties and responsibilities before? What do you do?
Cooking, washing, ironing clothes, and cleaning.
Cleaning the house.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
How about the car? Do you know how to wash the car?
Yes, ma'am.
And how about pets? Do you love pets?
Yes, ma'am. Like dog, cat.
You're not afraid of the dog?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you have 2 daughters, so
Yes,
who's going
ma'am.
to take care of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Who?
My husband and my mothers, my sisters.
Okay, your mother-in-law and your own mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so, how can you control your homesick?
I'm watching TV. Then I make busy myself. And if I have a duty, I'm going to the mall.
Your duty, if you're off from
I
duty. Off
yes,
from duty,
yes,
you mean?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
And calling, you said watching TV, but you will not watch TV, of course, if working days,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
You will only do that during day off. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And what if your employer will tell you that you cannot use your cell phone or your mobile phone during your working days? Is it okay with
It's
you?
okay, ma'am.
No matter, no problem with that.
No problem, ma'am.
Okay. And can you give me a short message for your future employer?
My future employer,
What can you tell them? Go ahead.
my future employer,
What can you promise them? What kind of person are you?
I promise to do my job and responsibilities. I'm kind person and understanding.
Do you have patient with the children and the elderly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and we talk about an elderly. Do you know how to take care of an elderly?
Yes, ma'am.
So how can you take care of them? If an elderly is sick, can you assist the
Going hospital and
okay with their medicines?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what if you commit a mistake to your employer? What are you going to do or to tell them?
I tell sorry, and then I promise I cannot do
You will not repeat the same mistake.
mistake.
Okay, and as much as possible, you have to avoid making mistake,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Okay, and why do you want to work in Hong Kong?
I want to earn money to my two daughters and of course my fathers and mothers and my sisters
For their
for
future.
their future.
Especially you have
Especially my two daughters
okay, to give them a
to give
good.
them a good future.
Okay, that's good. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.